Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about a lot of new Jurassic World Chaos Theory stuff since, well, the trailer released today, and yeah. Anyways, let's jump into the video. So, first off, the Atrociraptors, which we saw in the other trailer that released, and we know they've been coming for a long time. But, yeah, we've gotten some new scenes, and apparently all the main characters are being hunted down by the Atrociraptors, which I know they're going to be, like, portrayed as, like, an actual threat, but, you know, if you've seen Dominion, the Atrociraptors kind of suck at their job, so I don't know about that. But anyways, yeah, we know what they look like and know they've been coming for quite a while. And, just want to show off some of the interpretation. So here's it in the trailer. And then, earlier today, there was some images of, like, the new captive Jurassic World Chaos Theory figures coming out, and they come with cards, and this card art is absolutely wonderful. Especially the one of Atrociraptor Tiger, which is just looks like something that would come out of, like, I don't know, Jurassic Park, something for the marketing. Then also the image of Panthera is kind of interesting as well, with Bison. I don't know if this is going to show up in the show, but it would be weird if it did. And here are the actual captive figures. Something weird about this is that Atrociraptor Tiger is green for some reason. I don't know why Tiger's green, but yeah, because Tiger's actually orange, so weird. Here's the figure we're getting with Darius and the Atrociraptor Ghost. And then here's a picture of Darius, I meant to say Ben, with a Dilophosaurus, which may appear in the show, but there hasn't really been any other confirmation besides this figure. And then we also had a image of Tiger with it. Now we have the minifigures, which again, these are actually released by Mattel, not Captive, but we still have a green Atrociraptor Tiger for some reason. So maybe Tiger will change colors in the show, or something else. Maybe Tiger was replaced or something. It's really weird. I don't know why they made it green. Next we move on to Allosaurus, which here you can see Darius is actually running away from the Allosaurus with a stun rod. Interesting. Then we also can see the Allosaurus in transport. Very interesting as well. I believe this is actually the same Allosaurus from Battle at Big Rock. And you can see it has, like, it's kind of blind in one eye, and I believe that's from when the Allosaurus got shot in the eye with a crossbow. But anyways, this is the Allosaurus. We've seen this this Allosaurus design for a while. In fact, this is like the first dinosaur confirmed from Jurassic World Chaos Theory. But yeah, here it is. And here's a nice picture of the poster with the Allosaurus next to Darius. And we also have this other poster which looks really cool with all the main characters running away from, well, the Allosaurus. And you may notice Brooklyn's not on this poster because if you saw the trailer, yeah, Brooklyn apparently got killed by a Baryonyx, which we'll get to that later, but yeah. Anyways, we already got an Allosaurus figure from Mattel, which was the Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus with Wave 1 of Epic Evolution, and the Wave 2 is going to be Chaos Theory themed. And I also saw a listing for another Allosaurus figure, which there's no image of that, but here's just a little concept image I made. But anyways, yeah, I hope we see more of this dinosaur. We also are getting a McDonald's toy of it, which you can kind of see a render of the Allosaurus there. And, yeah. Here's the Captive's card art, which, don't know if this is going to say anything about the show, but, we might see the juvenile Allosaurus again. And it's nice that they actually put the juvenile Allosaurus from Fallen Kingdom as the juvenile on this card art. So, yeah, maybe we'll see the Allosaurus at a gas station. Next, we have Pachyrhinosaurus, which I really like this Pachyrhinosaurus design, and honestly, it looks really good. Personally, it's nice that we're finally getting Pachyrhinosaurus since it was supposed to be in Fallen Kingdom, but they replaced it with Sinoceratops. But, yeah, anyways, here's the Mattel toy, which looks pretty much identical to the one appearing in the show, except for one thing, and that it is like a brown color, while the one in the show is green. So I don't know why Mattel did this. The only reason I can think is because the first Pachyrhinosaurus that Mattel released was green, and then also the second one they released was kind of a green and a little bit of like an orangey brown, I believe. So I guess they wanted to move away from the green color for the next figure they released, but still I think it's a little bit weird. And then here's the Captives figure, which looks much more like the one from the actual show. And then here's the McDonald's toy, which if you've seen this McDonald's toy, you already know what the Pachyrhinosaurus already looked like before you saw it in the trailer. So yeah. It also seems we're getting cards, a little box with like the dinosaur on it, possibly a sticker, and then the actual dinosaur figure. I hope these actually release in the US, because before they, I know for Fallen Kingdom, we got McDonald's toys, but they released in other countries, and then also most of the Camp Cretaceous ones released in other countries, and we only got 4 out of like the 12 that released. But anyways, you can see we have the Tyrannosaurus back, which this one, if you notice, this one is different from Rexy. it's not the same color brown. But if you look at the scars, it's actually Big Edie from season 4 and 5 of Camp Cretaceous. So, guess they transported it to the mainland, which means we may see some of the other dinosaurs, such as Spinosaurus, Allosaurus, the other Velociraptors, Pierce the Kentrosaurus. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool if we see all those other ones. But yeah. Also, here's a T.rex card art for the toys for Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Though the beef for this one might be Rexy. I cannot really tell. And the actual captives figure, we're getting a larger one and a smaller one, which the smaller one looks like it might be Big Edie, though I think that might just be the kind of how they painted it. While on the other hand, the other one looks more like it could be Rexy. And then here's just an official artwork released of the T-Rex. Next, we move on to a very interesting one, which this is Brunette the becklespinax, which I don't know why they went with becklespinax. They should have just went with Allosaurus, which is literally the same thing, just the proper name for it. But anyways, this thing looks great. Here's a scene of it jumping out of the water, which is interesting. Here's it trying to get our characters in the van. Pretty nice. You can see its head. This image looks really nice. Also, you can see it trying to ram the truck. And here's the Mattel figure. Personally, I think this looks literally perfect. I cannot see anything wrong with it. It looks like identical to the actual figure. Well, not the actual figure. It looks identical to the actual dinosaur from the show. The only thing I could say is it might be a little bit bulkier, though it doesn't look unnaturally bulkier. It just looks like they decided to make it a bulkier animal. It's really hard to explain, but yeah, this one looks great. I'm excited for this one. Here's a minifigure, which not much to see here. Looks kind of like the other figure. And then here's the captives figure, which the captives figure has a little bit to be desired. The head looks a little bit off. It looks really small. The sail looks tiny. Don't know why. It just looks really off. Here is one that I was very excited to see, which is Suchomimus, which you can see the Suchomimus looks pretty nice. It later on I'll point out some other things that looks really similar to, which honestly, this thing looks almost perfect. Honestly, I do wish it kept the Jurassic World website's colors, with it being blue and yellow. But I think I do have a reasoning why they changed it to being a yellow and red coloration. And here's the card art, and it's fighting off with a hippopotamus for some reason. Really weird. And here's the actual figure, so you can kind of see the colorings a little bit better. But I think they changed the colors because if you look at Suchomimus, the Dino Rival Suchomimus that Mattel released kind of looks pretty similar to it. It has yellow and brown patterning instead of red, but still very close. But if you look at the Jurassic World the Game level 40 and also Jurassic Park Builder level 40 version of the Suchomimus, it is pretty much identical to it. So I think that's why they did it alongside the Jurassic World website Baryonyx being this color. So I think that's why they did that to the Suchomimus, though I still wish it was the blue and yellow coloration. Now we move on to Baryonyx. Not much to say here. Something weird about this Baryonyx is it looks, well, at least in this image, I don't know if it's just the lighting, but it looks like grim. But yeah, there's the Baryonyx. Also, here's the new Baryonyx coming out from Mattel. Honestly, I really think this should have been a Suchomimus. There's no reason why it shouldn't have been a Suchomimus. It's this perfect size to be a Suchomimus. They upsized it quite a bit. It really should have just been a Suchomimus instead of Baryonyx. But anyways, next we have Pachyrhinosaurus Lux, which the card art for the captive figure looks really good, and also if you look at the background, it kind of looks like it's in like a snowy area, so that'd be cool if we see that in the show. Also, it was not in the trailer, but again, we do know it's going to be in the show. And here's the actual captive figure. Here's the Mattel figure. I don't like this figure. The back looks like it has dents in it, and then also it's knuckle walking for some reason. And then here's the McDonald's toy. Pretty simple. Looks the same. We've seen Pachyrhinosaurus before. Here's the official image. Now we move on to Bumpy, which, well, Bumpy's here. And here's a picture of the captive card art fighting. Bumpy is fighting a Atrociraptor tiger, which is very interesting. And another thing I must say, if you look at the background of most of these captive cards, they're usually like in a deserty background, and you also do see a little bit more deserty background in the actual trailer, which I heard this is taking place in Oklahoma. I don't know if that's correct, but I did hear somewhere that this is taking place in Oklahoma, so that might explain it. Be cool they had Saurophagnats in here, but Allosaurus should work since it may also be Saurophagnats, but let me stop rambling on. Anyways, here's the actual captive figure of Bumpy. Looks pretty nice. And here's the McDonald's toy, which this is actually the most clear McDonald's toy image we have, and yeah, it looks pretty nice. And here's the official image of it, but we know what Bumpy looks like. Now we have Dimorphodon, which Dimorphodon was never really confirmed anywhere to be in Jurassic World Chaos Theory, but It's a dinosaur in the Jurassic franchise that shows up pretty often, so there's no reason why it wouldn't be here. Also, we're getting a figure, a set with Darius, a young Carnotaurus, a Stygimoloch, and a Dimorphodon, so we probably would see all these species. Makes sense. Next, we also have a smaller Dimorphodon figure coming out from Mattel in the Danger Pack lineup, and yeah, pretty cool. Also, here's the McDonald's toy. So, yeah, excited to see this guy. Next, we have the Pseudoceratops, which we have a captive figure for it, and we also have a McDonald's toy for it, and also a minifigure. We don't have anything else for the Pseudoceratops, though, to be fair. It makes sense that it would appear in the show since it is a Ceratops and that didn't appear till after Fallen Kingdom and was only ever seen on the mainland. Another thing is that since the Allosaurus is from Battle at Big Rock, it kind of makes sense for the Pseudoceratops to show up too, since that's where it appeared first. But anyways, we have Majungasaurus Major, which shockingly enough did not appear in the trailer at all, which I was actually not quite expecting that. But here's the Mattel's toy, and here's the Majungasaurus next to another Majungasaurus with dark colorings, which we don't know anything about this one. Is this just a coloration Mattel did? We're gonna get another Majungasaurus? Is this one gonna have a name? But anyways, I hope we get some more stuff on Majungasaurus Major eventually, but for now, this is all we have. Next, we have Ceratosaurus, which honestly, it wouldn't be too out there for it to appear since it appeared in Camp Cretaceous a lot. And also, we are getting a Mattel Jurassic World Chaos Theory figure, which is green, and then we're also getting a minifigure, which is also green, which I hope the Ceratosaurus is green. At the new captive art for it, it is the normal, regular, like red and cream colors you see in Jurassic Park 3, so it may appear in those colorations instead, along with the actual captive figure. Now we have Giganotosaurus, which this one's a little bit of a stretch. If you look, we do have card art for a captive figure, which doesn't mean it's going to be in Jurassic World Chaos Theory, but it leads me to believe it may appear there. It would also give us a little bit more of a backstory on the Giganotosaurus. And here's the actual captive figure. And we're also getting a Hammond Collection one, so maybe we'll get more Giganotosauruses in the future, maybe it'll even appear in the show. Next we have Pyroraptor, which again, we don't have much evidence for this one, but yeah, here's the captive figure, which we're getting one of those, so yeah. Honestly, it would give more of an explanation against the Biocene dinosaurs, and, well, that's about it for this video. Are you excited for Jurassic World Chaos Theory? Because I sure am. And the dinosaur designs actually look nice, so, yeah. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.